Shalom, Yahweh Shem Yahushai Barakatham. I wanted to I had yet another dream. I had this dream yesterday, well, the night before last. Last night. The night before last I had this dream. And another dream which I wasn't going to say anything about. I don't even want to say it was a dream, it was a literal nightmare. And at first, I thought, I felt like, dang, this was a left hand bugged out dream, until I told my husband, because it was so terrifying. It was terrifying. Okay, let me get to it. It's really, really quick, but kind of, sort of not. I had a dream that I lived in some apartment building or whatnot. It was like some nice little apartments or whatever. And there was this guy that lived in our apartments that would always speak. He would always say hello, and, I would always speak back or whatever. And one day he tried to, talk to me. And, I was like, oh, no, I have a husband or whatever. But I was still, really nice about it and went on about my way. So another time I was coming home again, and he approached me again, a little, real thin. And I told him, I'm married, I'm sorry, but I'm married, and he got really upset, and he pulls out this needle, this syringe that was full of blood. Now, hold on. Now, let me stop there. In the dream, I knew he had AIDS, right? I could smell the spirit on him. And, so when he pulled out that syringe, that needle, it was full of blood, and it wasn't like a regular, syringe needle. It was like one of the ones that they inject horses with. So it was huge. And so I started to run from him. I'm running. He's chasing me all over. And Yahweh Shem Yahushai allowed me to get away from him. So I ran, got kind of shook him, came up to my apartment. My heart was pounding. And I had people in the apartment, which when I came inside of the apartment, it looked like it was a house all of a sudden, right? So I'm telling everybody what happened. And, okay, so I'm telling everybody what happened. And they were like, well, who was it? Who was it? And I was just trying to explain to them and catch my breath. Well, maybe 2 hours later, somebody knocks on the door, and I look out the peek hole, and it's a Jake. And a male guy, not a male guy, a Jake male, Salakia, a Jake male. And I'm home alone this time. So it's so crazy because I knew what he was there for. The guy was so upset that I rejected him and got away from him as he was trying to stick me with that needle, right? To where he put a hit out on me. Kind of like that movie, what it reminded me of, after things transpired in the dream, it reminded me of that Keanu Reeves movie. Oh, Lord, it was on the tip of my tongue. Where he has all these, he's an assassin, but there's all these other assassins that do the same. John Wick. The Wadi Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So it reminded me of that. I'm going to tell y'all why. Okay, so long story short, when the guy came to the door, I was like, oh, no. I didn't open the door. I didn't say anything. But dude got in the house anyway. And when he got into the house, he was chasing me like he had a gun. I ran. I had a few steps on him because I knew where to go and everything. So I went and got the sword, pulled it out, got rid of him, right? Yahweh Shem Yahushai got me out of that situation with that. So by then, I have family in the house, right? There were some children there, but it was kind of like I was the only one that was kind of afraid because, he was only after me, which was so weird. So my heart pounding everything. I'm trying to get, call the police or whatever and let them know what happened. And before I could, the spirit quickened me and told me, look out the back window. So I'm in this room, which is the master bedroom, which was my room. And I had all the windows kind of I had them open, but the curtains was closed. So I could see out of the windows. No one could see in. And I saw my backyard was flooded with different men, all different nationalities. They all had guns. And I knew exactly what it was. Like, they were in regular clothes. That hit that dude put out on me, it was like up for grabs. It was like whoever get her first get the money kind of energy, right? And so I'm panicking, I'm paranoid. I go run and tell them, like, y'all, these people are in the backyard, they all got guns, like. And so my first instinct was to hide, because I knew that they were coming for me. So they were coming through the windows. They was coming through like the back door. Some was coming in the front. Like, so all I could do, it happened so quickly. But I was telling my family members that was in the house, they not coming for y'all, they coming for me. And I was like, y'all hide me, like try to put them off, try to like, hold them off for me. So what I did was I ran and I hid under the bed, and it was like all these different clothes. So what I did was like I just did laundry, and everything was still in the baskets. Like I had 2 baskets full of laundry. So what I did was made it look like my room was a mess. So I just like threw like the clothes all over the place. Oh, I'm getting loud, so like I'm getting nervous. I threw the clothes all over the place. I emptied it out on my bed and kind of like took my bed sheets, like kind of ruffled them up or whatever, so it can look like my room was like just dirty. And I put some clothes under the bed. And what I tried to do was ball myself up into a ball and put like random stacks of clothes under the bed so I can hide behind it without them realizing it was a person under there, But they knew it. They came straight there. It was like they knew exactly where to find me. And y'all, when I tell you my heart was beating so fast in this dream, I knew it was over. All I could do was just call on Yahweh Shai, like, Yahweh Shai, Salakia, save me, Yahweh Shai, protect me. And I was so scared. Like, my heart was beating so fast. And I just remember this one guy, he went straight to the bed, and he like he dropped to his knees, and he looked under the bed, and he just like snatched me by my legs, like he was snatching me from up under the bed. But then I woke up just like that. When I woke up, I couldn't even catch my breath. It was so real. Like, my heart was beating so fast, like literally pounding in my chest, like that. Like, I literally thought I was going to like have a dang heart attack. But I'm telling this dream for 2 reasons. The number one reason is Yahweh Shai, they know that they will never put no more on us, especially the hopeful, than we can bear, and they knew that in that dream, I was so dang on terrified. If I would have went any further in that dream, I could have possibly had a dang heart attack in my sleep. I'm not even kidding. But then he woke me up right then as that man pulled me by my legs. And for me, what it showed me was Yahweh Shai having mercy for me too. Like, he really like saved me from out of that situation. And when I tell you how I woke up, I was just praying like and thanking Yahweh Shai, like Yahweh Shai. I was in tears, like I was bawling my eyes out, because I was like the water for like getting me out of that situation. Like, dreaming that dream was just so real, man. It was just so real. It was just so real. It was so real, so real. It was so scary. And I just was giving him praise, and I was just praying, Yahweh Shai. I was so scared. I didn't want to like go right back to sleep, because I felt like I literally was snatched. Like, when that man snatched me by the legs, that's how Yahweh Shai snatched me up out of that dream, So I was still in the moment of dreaming that dream, even when I was awakened. So when he did that, I was like, okay, trying to make a conscious effort to like wake your butt all the way up. Like, stay woke, right? Because I did not want to go doze back off and continue that dream. Okay, so stop there, right? So I told and it's crazy though, because even when I did go back there, and I prayed, I was praying, So after I did finally allow myself to go back to sleep, I had another dream that was even more like, it was intense, right? I'm not going to mention that dream though. I did tell my husband about that. So waking up yesterday morning, I texted my husband, and while he was at work, and I told him, I was like, babe, look, I had this dream. But I told him about the dream that I'm not going to mention. I told him about that when he was like, wow, that's crazy. And that's super spiritual, right? And I said, and not only that, I had a nightmare before then, because I was just considering it a nightmare at that time, right? And I was like, well, I don't want to talk about it. So I told him that. I was like, yeah, I don't want to talk about that dream, right? And he was like, oh, okay, Con, whatever. Went throughout the whole day. We had like our little date night time last night. and we were watching a movie, and we were watching Love Jones. Okay, and we get to almost the end of the movie where Bill Bellamy is he hating on Lorenz Tate and Nia Long getting back together, and he kind of like just had to watch him from a distance, but it was a look that he had on his face, and it reminded me of that dream, because that's the look that that guy had on his face, right? And I paused it. I was like, babe, I gotta tell you about this dream, because I tried to forget about the dream throughout the day. I didn't think about it at all. I just like tried to let that dream all the way go. But I was like, babe, I gotta tell you about that dream I told you that it was a nightmare. So I said, because I just saw that look on Bill Bellamy's face, and I was like, it reminded me of that dream, and I just feel like I gotta tell you. So as I'm telling my husband the dream, honest to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, the Spirit gave me like a revelation of what that dream could have possibly meant. And in my spirit, it feels like that's exactly what that dream meant. Because I thought it was a bugged out dream at first. I thought it was some left hand stuff. Even though it sounds crazy, but when I say this, it might not sound so left-handish. It might sound more spiritual than anything, right? So when I'm telling my husband the dream, he looking at me like, dang, like, right? And I was like, you know what? Because I got to a certain part of the dream, and I was telling him how everybody started coming into the backyard. As I was telling him that part in my spirit, I heard Yahweh Shem Shai say, or the spirit, whichever one it was, I heard in my spirit, and the enemy shall come in like a flood, right? And when I heard that, I was like, because they was in regular clothes. They wasn't like they were in military clothes, right? But don't forget that, it's like these sleeper cells are militias, and are militaries from different countries. You see what I'm saying? So they look like us. Oh my gosh, they look like us, right? And they are assassins, pretty much, right? And I remember I said it reminded me of that movie John Wick. So rewind all the way back when I was telling him about the guy that was chasing me with the needle. Mind you, trying to stick everybody with that, that juicy juice, right? And like I said, I knew the dude had AIDS. So when he was trying to chase me and inject me with it, Yahweh Shem Shai allowed me to get away. He lifted up a standard, like wiggled about the situation, didn't get the jab, right? But it's really either about they come with another jab, or that the charagma trying to inject me with it. And it's crazy though, because when certain people have, I've heard that what was in that juice is like crab blood, pig's blood, HIV, all this stuff. And the dude had HIV. Basically that it stood for death, what he was trying to inject me with. And Yahweh Shem Shai got me up out of it because I denied it. He sent the people after me. You see what I'm saying? Like, by me saying no and rejecting him and getting away, it pissed him off and had him to send the goons. And when he put that whatchamacallit out on me, everybody was like, yeah, okay, first come, first serve, whoever get her, they gonna get paid that money. Which when I was telling my husband that part, the Spirit put it in my spirit to remember how they got this little how they passed, or they're going to pass a bill, whatever it is, to where they want you to snitch on people that that's in the truth. Like, if you snitch on them, then we gonna pay you such and such and such and such. And it was like all of that was coming to me as I was talking to my husband. And even down to where they actually was able to lay hands on me. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai allowed a standard to still be lifted. He literally, it was like, when that man grabbed a hold of my legs and tried to snatch me from up under the bed, it was like as he was snatching me from up under the bed, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai was snatching me up out of the dream, just like that. So I don't know, like, I just wanted to share that because, like I said, I wasn't going to say nothing. I wasn't even going to tell my husband about it. I didn't want to think about it, be all in my head about that, because I constantly be, meditating on Jacob's trouble, and I'd be terrified. I'm not even playing. I'd be just like, having a plague of the mind about it, and I don't want to worry about it. But I wanted to share that dream because, once again, when I feel like I don't want to say something, Yahweh Shem Shai gave me that revelation. And and then when I thought about it, I was like, man, that's a faith booster. That's a faith booster. that he didn't allow me to see what happened after that. Like he came for me like, okay, that's enough. Just want you to see this. That's enough. So I pray that was a blessing to someone and hope and faith booster to someone, because we about to be in some crazy, dire situations that we're going to feel like we are literally in a corner. And it was like literally scarcely saved even came from up out of that dream. Like lit by the skin of my teeth, he woke me straight. I ain't no telling what he would have done, because they all had guns and whatever else they had with them, So, and it's crazy though, because it was like the people that was in the house was my family, but not my actual family in this house, In the dream, they were my family members, and they weren't even coming for them. So for me, that also showed me that, shoot, all of our family, number one, ain't gonna make it. It's not gonna receive this truth. And they were living like happy-go-lucky. It was like, oh yeah, go hide in there. Like it was just casually saying, oh, go hide in there. Like no one was in fear. Like they just was like, oh, they coming after her. Well, yeah, just hide and we'll try to protect. Like just real nonchalant. So I don't know, but Yahweh Shem Yahushua Barak Atham. I'll pray that this dream was a blessing and a hope booster, because I know that I am honestly and truly expecting major miracles that are like psycho crazy kind of miracles to even believe that are going to be able to transpire on our behalf. So, like that dream just kind of like really was, man, just like I've been thinking about that all morning, and I've been dreaming a lot here lately since, I had that angel dream, So I just wanted to share that. And I pray, like I said, for the last time, I pray that this is faith boosting to whomever hears it. And may we all endure to the end and be saved. Yahweh, B'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, B'Hashem, Rakakodash, Barakatham, Shalom. We got to be real close. We have to be close. Closer than we think, like scripture says, because that was too much. Shalom.